Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic book show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show,
we're taking a closer look at Infinity Countdown issue number 1. The battle for the Infinity Stones is about to begin. Whosoever holds them all can reshape the galaxy in their image, and who will be victorious? Well, let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? So, as we join the comic, the fraternity of raptors are assailing a planet controlled by the Nova Corps in an attempt to get their grubby talons on the power gem, or stone, I guess. I'm gonna make that mistake a lot in this storyline, I can just tell. Now, like most real-world fraternities, these guys dressed like Darkhawk are Shi'ar Empire-related extremists, and hope that if they chop up the oversized power stone, they can give one to each of their members and become even more feared throughout the universe. I never went to college, so I just assume that's what fraternities are like. They run into harsh resistance, though, not only from Drax the Destroyer, but also from the pregnant field leader of the Nova Corps, who actually uses being pregnant to her advantage. You see, one of the Hawks actually ends up holding a punch, only to get blasted by this lady. Wow, this is my first time reading about her, and I think I love this character now. Now, where is the rest of the Guardians of the Galaxy, you might be wondering? Well, they're still duking it out right now with the Gardener, one of the Elders of the Universe, who is currently making use of a bunch of giant, twisted Groot monsters. You know, I get the distinct feeling I would probably understand better what was going on right now if I actually read Jerry Duggan's Guardians of the Galaxy series, because this feels to be picking up exactly where that book left off. The team is greatly overpowered, but they're ready to take the fight to the Gardener any way they can. The big problem, though, is that because this guy possesses the power primordial, they can't really just shoot him. In fact, much like this dude's brothers, the Contemplator, the Grand Master, the Champion of the Universe, so long as the Gardener keeps doing what his name implies, nothing can really hurt him. Not that Rocket Raccoon absolutely isn't gonna try his damnedest. I mean, hey, he threatened the life of his good buddy Groot, so what is a space raccoon to do, am I right? Then stab a god-level character in the face with a pocket knife. Now, back with Drax, he tries to fight his way through the Raptors. He has some pretty good luck. Unfortunately, he's still grounded while they have air superiority. The Raptors have also made major strides to upgrade their tech, meaning that only they can use it. This means Drax is going to have a hard time calling for help. Luckily, one of his friends happens to be a super powerful psychic who can make contact with his mind across the vast empty void of space. Well, you know, that's pretty lucky. Again, I feel like I would probably know who this character was more if I actually read the Guardians book. Now, the fraternity of Raptors are pretty bad, but this is actually a three-way war, and the next challenger we have is Warbringer of the Chitauri. Yeah, another Jerry Duggan original character. The surprising thing, though, is that Warbringer's motivations aren't all bad. He wants the Power Stone for himself so he can help liberate his planet from Thanos' control. Now, back over with the Guardians of the Galaxy, they decide it's perhaps time to cut and run. I mean, that is a time-honored Guardians tactic, am I right? However, their path is blocked by the biggest, ugliest, meanest of the Groot creatures yet, which means they're not going anywhere, and ultimately this ends up being for the best. You see, little baby Groot is finally forced to confront the Gardener once and for all, and there's a split second where you think Groot might try and kill him, but instead he does the opposite. He uses his powers to heal the poison that was put inside the Gardener by Loki, meaning that he returns to his old, more benevolent self. And because the Gardener is an absolute wizard with plant life, he decides to repay the favor to baby Groot, returning him to, well, essentially his original form when he first appeared in the comics. This means Groot is bigger, stronger, and can now speak in more complete sentences. How about that? Now, while all of this is going on in space, the search for the Infinity Stones continues to take place down on Earth. Black Widow checks out an old safe house of hers in Madripoor, only to discover a note left behind by Wolverine, as well as his stone telling her to take good care of it as the comic ends. So that was Infinity Countdown number 1, everybody, and technically it's the third of these new Infinity comics. Part of me wants to complain that this was more than anything a continuation of the Guardians of the Galaxy story that never got to be finished because Duggan got moved over to working on this new event. But I'm happy those fans can get some closure, and clearly he's building up to something important here. I just kind of wish I had a better frame of reference for what's going on here. It also looks like issue 2 is going to focus on the Guardians of the Galaxy, and Black Widow is going to get her own special tie-in. That makes everything just a little bit more confusing as to what to to actually follow if I want to enjoy this event, but I have enjoyed everything I've read so far, including this. I would give it an 8 out of 10. So that's Infinity Countdown, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, be sure to take a closer look at some of these other videos I've been working on. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at CapeJoel, so you're always up to date on what I'm doing next. And hey, if you like what I do and are feeling in a supportive mood, please check out the link to my Patreon page down in the description. Patrons get exclusive access to videos and content before anyone else, and you can do so for as little as $1 a month. And until next time, everyone, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all again later. Bye-bye.